Once DQE1 has been installed, your DataQ verification needs to be authenticated. Click on the Setup icon from the top right of your screen and select Setup. In the Quick Find box in the upper right, begin typing Named Credentials. When you see Named Credentials in the left panel, select it. Select DataQ Tooling API. You'll notice on this screen that the authentication status is pending. To begin the authentication process, simply click Edit and Save. This will start the authentication flow. You'll be asked to confirm your Salesforce credentials. In just a few seconds, your DataQ verification tools will be authenticated. Some customization is required to take advantage of DQE1's real-time data validation and autocomplete capabilities when entering new or editing existing leads, contacts, and accounts. Select Setup from the Setup icon in the upper right corner. In the Quick Find box, begin typing Custom Settings. When Custom Settings displays in the left panel, select it. Beside DQE DataQ Setup, click on Manage. Here's where you'll set up real-time validation for each of the email, phone, and address fields, as well as the autocomplete function for names and addresses. Select Edit to make changes to this page and enable each of the functions you would like to use. We're going to enable everything except B2B autocomplete. If you are in France, DQE1 can provide autocomplete capability for account names, addresses, and phone numbers from the ENG database. You'll also enter your license number as provided by DQE and click Save. Now we're going to make just a few modifications to our real-time validation settings to optimize our user experience. Click on Custom Settings and select Manage beside DQE Address Setup, and then select Edit. Enter your desired 2-character country code for default country. A dash can be used to have the default country match the current user's location. Select Save and return to Custom Settings. DQE1 can suggest email addresses based on the first name and last name fields. To set this up, select Manage beside DQE Email Setup. Select Edit and toggle on Suggest Username, and then select Save and return to Custom Settings. The default country for phone can also be changed to use the current user's location. Select Manage beside DQE Phone Setup, and then select Edit. Again, you can enter your desired 2-character country code, or simply use a dash to have the default country match the current user's location. You can also turn on Display Country Selector for use when editing existing or entering new phone numbers. DQE1's real-time validation is now ready for you to use with DQE Custom Forms. Now that we have the DataQ verification component authenticated, we're going to configure Salesforce to use a couple of DQE1 custom forms. These forms will provide us with real-time data verification when entering new leads, contacts, and accounts, as well as editing existing leads, contacts, and accounts. First, we will create an override to the New button on the account, contact, and lead objects. From the Setup icon, click on Setup, and then click on Object Manager. Select the account object, and then click on Buttons, Links, and Actions. Locate and edit the New button. For each of Lightning Experience Override and Mobile Override, select Lightning Component, and then select DQE Create Record. Click Save and repeat the process for the contact and lead objects. Now we will create a new Edit button that replaces the existing Edit button on each of the account, contact, and lead objects. From the Object Manager, select Account and then click on Buttons, Links, and Actions. Select New Action in the upper right. For action type, select Lightning Component. For Lightning Component, select DQE Edit Record. Change the height to 600 pixels. Label your new button. We've chosen to call it Edit with DQE to distinguish it from the standard Salesforce Edit button. When you leave the label field, the name field will populate automatically. Click Save. Select Object Manager and repeat the process for contacts and leads. We'll now add the new Edit with DQE button to the page layouts for accounts, contacts, and leads. Select Account from the Object Manager and then select Page Layouts. Choose the page layout on which you would like to add the new Edit with DQE button. From the Mobile and Lightning Actions, drag the Edit with DQE button to the first position in the section labeled Salesforce Mobile and Lightning Experience Actions. Move the existing Edit button back to the Mobile and Lightning Actions. Save the changes to the page layout. You can optionally perform this process for any additional account layout pages. Finally, repeat this process for each of the contact and lead objects. DQE1 also offers an alternative to the standard Salesforce Record Details tab. We'll create a new action for each of accounts, contacts, and leads and add it to the respective page layouts. We'll start with the Accounts object and select Buttons, Links, and Actions. Select New Action in the upper right. For action type, select Lightning Component. For Lightning Component, select DQE Record Details. Change the height to 600 pixels. Label your new action. We've chosen to call it DQE Record Details. When you leave the label field, the name field will populate automatically. Click Save. Select Object Manager and repeat the process for contacts and leads. We'll now add the DQE Record Details action to the page layouts for accounts, contacts, and leads. Select Account from the Object Manager and then select Page Layouts. Choose the page layout on which you would like to add the new DQE Record Details action. From the Mobile and Lightning Actions, drag the DQE Record Details action beside the Edit with DQE action in the section labeled Salesforce Mobile and Lightning Experience Actions. Save the changes to the page layout. You can optionally perform this process for any additional account layout pages. Finally, repeat this process for each of the contact and lead objects. You've successfully configured Salesforce to use DQE1's custom forms when entering or editing accounts, contacts, and leads.